student loans right now, how much?
Well, I mean, my parents pay for a bit of it, but I've got it probably around like 30,000.
So do you know how long it's gonna take you?
Depends on the job I get, really. Like, hopefully it'll be maybe 10 or so years to get everything paid off. Computer science.
Oh, computer science. That's the job market for that is pretty high.
Oh.
Do your research in that?
Yeah, it seems like it's one of the most popular fields to go into nowadays.
Do you have any like place you want to end up in the industry, particularly speaking?
I'm thinking software development.
So do you have any other plans, like entrepreneurial plans, studying your company?
I've got this little investment company thing I'm thinking of starting, but basically that hasn't come off the ground yet because I don't really know what's going on until I get my degree.
Okay, so you think the student loan is going to be worth it, right, for you? Based on
Oh yeah. I'd say do as much research as you possibly can. I mean, if you want to make any decision, make it informed.
My thoughts on student loans. I don't know. It seems like we need money for college and university, so I mean, I don't really have a choice unless I got like hooked up somehow.
So you think it's worth it? Like,
yeah.
based on your own experience, like going to school right now, what are you taking? Like, what do you take your student loans for?
I'm taking notes for film, communication, and media studies. The student money is totally worth it.
Totally worth it, right?
But the thing is, you know, I'm not really enjoying the program that much. I mean, I enjoy doing what I do, but I guess I don't really see where the money's going.
Oh yeah.
And I don't really know how well of a job I'll have after, but it seems like it'll all work out.
So how much are you student loan? How much do you have?
Well, I guess I took out, I think it was something like $45,000. So it's a lot of money, but
yeah, that's a lot of money.
you know, I got time. I got some time. My dad told me, you know, stay in school, and it's better doing this than out working somewhere getting paid minimum wage. I mean, the economy is down the drain, but you know, I can at least go to school. Hopefully it'll catch up by the time I'm out of school, but you know, there's no promises.
Did you do like a research, like a detailed research in what your job prospects are when you're done school? Like,
I mean, the job prospects aren't that good, but I know I can work somewhere to get a lot of money. Like I can work, if worst comes to worst, I can work in the oil fields, you know. Anyone can do that. I'll be making $10,000 every 2 months, something like
so
that.
why don't you do that right now? Why do you have to take out a loan to do something that you're not currently enjoying or you currently like? Why don't you just go out in the office, start working, make some money, and then decide, you know what? Maybe I want to do this film thing on my own anyways, or I want to go back to school. And then you don't owe anybody any money. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I think you're right in a way. You definitely got me on that one. But I think I need to stay in school, and I think if I don't go for it now, then I won't have a chance in the future. You know, my brain is still young. I'm still learning now.
Yeah, definitely.
I have opportunities now, but if I go do that, I mean, and then go to school, that's one way to do it, but that's just not how my family works. We take out debt, we get things done, then we pay it off.
You know what the total debt in North America is for student loans? Do you have any idea, like a rough idea?
10 bill?
Actually, a trillion.
1 trillion?
Yeah, one
That's a
trillion.
lot.
Yeah, with a T. It's a lot of zeros. That's
And I guess I contributed to that.
yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you
A
did.
bit of my money's in there.
It's in there. you
That's a
know.
lot of money.
Do you know how it got that high in the first place? Like, why did it get so high? And then we have this other question, like, you know,
Well, everyone does. Everyone takes out debt. It's the American way.
it's the American way. I like that. It's a nation run in debt. Student debt doesn't go away. It gets more complicated.
That's true. Any debt doesn't go away. But I've seen my parents really struggle with debt before. I mean, I've seen them struggle with it, but whenever they take it out, they seem like they need it. So right now, it seems like I need it, you know? It seems like something that actually has meaning to take out money. Like, this is my life, you know, running it, like stay in school, that kind of thing. Without money, I can't stay in school. If I don't stay in school, don't get my learnings in, so.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. It's like catch-22. Can I ask you some questions about student loans or making a documentary?
Yeah, go for it.
So, what are your thoughts on student loans? Like,
I don't really have any. I mean, like, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it, right?
really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're actually the first person to say that. So, what are you doing right now? You working right now? You took time off from school to work?
Yeah, I took 2 years off. I went and worked at the rigs to save up money for tuition.
Nice. How much did you save?
I saved about 30 grand.
Oh, so you're using that for your tuition right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, what are you taking?
I'm going to become a power and gas engineer. I'm on my second year right now.
Oh, so you think you're gonna get a job guarantee when you're done?
Yeah, actually, I've been asking around. I've been working some things. There's possibilities of going to Saudi Arabia, possibilities of going to Australia.
So how much is the pay? Like, how much is your pay gonna be when you start working?
I mean, like, from starting up, I could be making at least $50 an hour.
Wow,
Starting off.
That's pretty good. So you think student loans, either if you can afford it, fuck it.
I mean, like-
school. Is that your philosophy? Like, you don't like being in debt?
No, I don't. Like, the reality is, like, if you do what I did, you can go take 2 years off, go work, and save up money to do it. You don't have to go straight from high school to university.
So are you aware there's like a lot of people in debt right now? About $1 trillion worth of student loans in North America? That's
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah, I know, it's tons. It's ridiculous.
How did it get this high in the first place?
Well, it's a lot of the schools and they display like you can make this much money right when you graduate. So all the kids just out of high school, they're just like,
Naive?
well, if I go to school, like, yeah, I have to pay this much for student loans, but I'm gonna be making this much.
How much amount?
I'll pay it off in no time.
So you think the institutions are exaggerating the job prospects for these people? You think?
Yeah, really, like.
Yeah, because I know a lot of law students right now. The law industry is like imploding. A lot of students take up hundreds of thousands of loans, and when they graduate, they're working as a paper pusher.
Yeah, they don't realize that everyone else has the same idea.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
You know, everyone is being told the same thing. You know, take a student loan and then you can make some money. And, you know, you graduate from school and you start making $10 an hour. So someone like you as an example, what advice would you give to like high school students going to school in September, in January? What do you tell them?
Do the research, really. When you think about it, you don't want to be sitting there making money. Yeah, you're gonna be making so much money being a lawyer or whatever. But you gotta think about you're paying off student loans at the same time. You're gonna have to get a car, you're gonna have to get a house, you're gonna have to get insurance. All that adds up. You don't want to have just another payment.
At best, they're breaking even and they're not saving anything, right?
Yeah.
Because the people I've spoken to in the 70s, believe it or not,
Yeah.
they're still living paycheck to paycheck because the student loans like holding them back. You know, the best they can do is they pay it off, they pay the credit card, they pay the mortgage, and they have nothing left. So they're barely broken even. They haven't saved anything for retirement. And this is like 70. You know, they should be retired at 65.
Exactly.
People are working longer now. People are working to like the 80s now.
I plan to be retired by 65.
Good for you. There you go. You're like the ideal guy. 65. That's a good plan. That's a student with a plan.